Hey, this is Sensibility Speaks. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Melody Shari goes live on this beautiful Sunday. She discusses parenting as a now single mom. She speaks to a few supporters, but more importantly, she discusses spiritual warfare with her prophetess. Let's get into it.
It gives who actually sings it. Cancel. Let me do this. So to the person before I block you, pretty_Carmen BR, do you know if you continue to disrespect and talk so badly about the father of your kids will see this when they're older? That's terrible. I'm going to ask you to go back to the beginning. Okay. So goodbye and good day. We hope you enjoyed the time that you were here with us, but honey, the funeral is done. Goodbye. And you're out. When are you going to tell us about your hair journey? It is going really good. I know it's coming. I promise. I can't wait. I actually did a video the other day when I was getting it done, and it's growing. It's doing what's supposed to be done. Okay. And that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So any plans for your facial products to come in travel size? So believe it or not, I've had a lot of people request that. So we'll see. I've got some other things like that I'm working on right now. So it's not a priority at this moment. But yeah. RIP, good night, left out. Don't be coming over here starting no mess. You're supposed to be asleep. Millimeters on deck. I know, and I have something for y'all too. I'm going to post it tomorrow. And still no time for moments. No, we don't have time for moments. No, we do not. Okay, who's this beautiful person? She wants to come on. So I watched it on Philo last night. Now, it was under a different number for episodes, but I watched it. That's how I watched it last night. Hello, beautiful.
Good. Well, not so good. I'm not feeling good. I'm a little bit tired.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, happy Sunday to you.
Thank you. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe I got on. Yeah, I really look up to you because I actually going through a divorce after 12 years. And it's just been pretty difficult because I got left with all the bills. I'm a business owner, salon owner. I do natural hair care. So it's just crazy right now. But right now I'm really, really tired and I don't know what's going on. So I'm laying here trying to get some rest and see if, I feel better.
Well, let me say this. I don't know the circumstance or situation, right, that led to you going through a divorce, but I will tell you something that I have had to learn. If you've been in a situation, right, that's been toxic, that's been heavy, and that has been that way for a long time, you literally, after it's gone, you literally have to rest. You have to rest from all those sleepless nights that you had, right? All those midnight turnovers because you see somebody on the phone in the bed, right? And you can't really go back to sleep, and the stress that comes with all of the different things that happen sometimes in marriages. So have some grace, you know what I'm saying, with yourself. And it's okay for you to rest. It's okay for you to rest. It's okay. Your body needs it. One thing one of my friends told me, they said, Melody, like, you really suffer from PTSD for real, And I was like, girl, you know what? I was like, you're kind of right. But people sometimes don't think about all that comes with being in a marriage that turns toxic and then becomes a lot on you and a lot of weight on you. And so right afterwards, it may be some years where you still literally catching up on rest because you've been so drained emotionally, mentally, physically. So what I will say is don't ever, ever, ever get onto yourself for taking some time to rest. It's okay. It's okay. And you ain't got to answer to nobody about it. Can't nobody be coming here telling me, so why are you sleeping so much? Or why you doing so much? Because I'm tired. So I'm going to rest. So And a lot of people on here saying they're going to be praying with you, praying for you. They say stay prayed up to God. They say therapy is best. It's a process. Yeah, I do recommend therapy as well. And they said recharge your mind, your body.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I have to do that. But with the bills keep coming, I just be like, okay, I have to work. You know, I have my kids. I'm just like, I have to work. But I know this week that I'm going to have to really just rest.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes a few days, a week, just resting. Then you come back stronger. You grind hard. You get to it. Then you rest. Take you a few days and rest again. Then you grind hard. Get back to it. And so, you know, you have to figure out what your new normal looks like, right? You have to be okay. Like sometimes people like to mommy shame and all of that, especially for working moms. But guess what? Be okay with letting people help you. Right? Letting people be there for you. Hell, I can remember when I was married, at times, we would have somebody come over and watch the kids just so we could go to sleep. Like, okay, y'all be upstairs, we gonna be down here and go to sleep, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can have some help. You can have a support system and do that. And do that. So some people said you can do Zoom therapy, stay prayed up, let your village help you. Somebody said, I rested for one day, I feel better. Somebody said the biggest bill is gone, debt paid, restored. I know that's right. Come on now. They said, God got your back. Divorce is like death. You go through emotions up and down, get some help. You will get through it. Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
My
so
name
we're going
is
to be
Tarika,
praying.
but everybody calls me T.
Okay, T. All right. So we're going to be praying for T, y'all. So we've got a Melody who just had surgery. She's going through breast cancer. Then we've got T on here who's going through a divorce with babies, and she's an entrepreneur too. So we're going to be praying for both of them. So we're going to add you to our prayer list, baby girl. Oh, bunch of us. Let me tell you, we don't be playing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you for coming on. You know, it takes a lot for people to open up and be vulnerable to the world, especially. And so I commend anyone who's brave enough to come on here and say, hey, look, this is what I'm going through. This is where I'm at. What should I do? What can I do? Or can you pray for me? I commend anybody who's able to, because so many people walk around holding things. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to say anything about it, to the point where they can't even get help because they don't want to say anything about it. So for anyone who's coming up here sharing their story, I'm here for it. I support. Somebody said bravery. Absolutely. So T and Melody are on the prayer list. Y'all better make sure y'all better make sure. Let me see.
Well, this was your red light.
Hi.
I'm doing good.
Good. How are you doing? Yes, you all here, girl. We are in the building today, okay? I'm chilling. I say it's Sunday. Let me see what my people are doing.
I just left my house because I was sitting in my computer stand where I had all your products sitting right behind me, where it's like a big inventory. And I was like, well, she's not going to add me before I leave because I got to go get stuff for my father's funeral. My stepfather, actually. But I mean, yeah, because I got to cook for his funeral tomorrow.
Oh,
thank you.
Wow. We'll be praying for you and your family.
Oh, I can't believe this. I'm an official Tweety Bird on YouTube. Everybody come join me.
Okay, then. Come on, then. Y'all go over there to official Tweety Bird, she said. Okay. Oh, well, thank you for coming on today. We'll be praying for you and your family. And we appreciate you.
I got the t-shirt on too. I want everything of yours. I got all your stuff.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. That's what I'm talking about. I got on one of my little shirts too. Got my God bless you on your journey.
Yes, I got the other ones just today in the mail, so they're still in my drawer right now. But I'm gonna be wearing them this week.
Well, you better send me a picture when you put it on.
Push through one, the yellow one I had on the other day.
You sure did.
No, I had it
folded up, wasn't it?
Yes.
You had it on? Somebody sent me with a yellow one folded up too. I'm gonna go in there and look.
Under the other name that has some bad words in it.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna go look so I can post it.
Wait for me to take and put it underneath this name. That way you want to take and do it underneath the other name. The other name's kind of like that.
Oh, okay. Send it under this. She said she got a bad name. Okay.
Thank you for adding.
All right.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, y'all. Tweety Bird said y'all go follow her now. She said, go on over there and follow her. She said on YouTube now. Y'all heard her. She said she gonna send it to me on another name, not the bad name. I love it. Oh my gosh. I love when I have time to come on here and cut up with y'all. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, what you cooking? Who? I ain't cooking nothing. Child, I'm not about to cook a doggone thing. For what? I ain't cooking. Let me see. I'm not cooking nothing. I ain't cooking out a doggone thing. What happened to the show last night? So you should be able to see it today. Some people had to watch it on their own app. I can tell you guys that I watched it on Philo, but it was under like the last episode and I watched it live. So I don't even know if it's still up there, but try to find it if you can. Try to find it if you can. Okay, try to find it. Because it should be up there. Let me see who else asked to join this live. Let's see. Oh, it's a bunch of y'all. Oh, it's a bunch. Child, y'all better just come over here and put some questions in. On had it blocked. I don't know about that. I don't know if On had something blocked now. Now, see, what evidence of proof? Because what we know we be saying so sometimes we're going to be having not damn drop evidence of proof. Now, what evidence of proof do we have that we know that all the way up to LA to the OWN network that they had it blocked? Now, y'all stop it. Look, now y'all stop it. Now you done came out here and made against the whole network. Against the whole network, it said that they blocked it. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me see. Something else. Okay. Supposed to be married parenting. Oh, that's a good question. Look at y'all. So I think that it's yes and no, right? So I'm still very much, I still have a lot of the same parenting techniques that I had pre-divorce that I have now, you know. I think that I take my parenting even more seriously just because of the fact that I look at it as it's different whenever you're in one place and you kind of know what's going on, but then when it's separate, you don't know what's all going on. So I look at it now as it's very important for me to teach my children certain things, like the importance of speaking up, communicating, or if you feel like something's not right, feeling like you can talk about that, you can say something. So giving them those type of tools and talking to them, because I'm not around them all the time. Like I don't see them every day anymore. You know what I mean? So I do more of that for sure. I definitely do more of that. And you may say, well, the kids was going to school, which our kids, you know, of course, they go to school all day pretty much, right? So that's stuff you teach them anyway. And that's true to an extent. But it just hits different when you don't see them every day. It just hits different because you're not able to look at them in their face and see that something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're not able to look in their eyes. Like when you're a parent, you can look in your kids' eyes and you can see and tell that something's wrong. Like I had an incident where one of mine kept following me, and I was like, "Man, why? Like you okay?" And I kept asking, "You okay? You talk about something? Are you okay?" "No, ma'am." But they kept following me and kept following me. So then eventually I was like, "What is wrong? What's going on?" And then it came out, what she was feeling. It came out. And so it's different whenever, like I said, when you can't see them every day. So you have to teach them certain things in terms of being free, feeling like they can communicate, and teaching them what's right and what's wrong, and what should be happening, what shouldn't be happening, what should get said, what shouldn't be said. And yeah. So my parenting changed in that perspective. Like it became a little more serious, for real, for sure. The kids will grow and see how you tried everything you could. Absolutely. And that's one thing that I've always, like for me, like I know my children are gonna, and this is for all of y'all on here, like the young lady a minute ago, she said she's going through divorce. She has children. Let me tell you, your children are going to remember everything that you've done for them. They're going to remember, everything and in every way that you try to keep things as normal as possible for them, how you talked to them, how you had conversations with them, how you took them on trips, took them out, kept trying to keep normalcy in their lives. They're going to remember that. I guarantee you, when they become adults, they're going to be saying, "Mom, I remember when." And you probably going to be like, "Dang, you remember that? Wow," right? Because in the moment, sometimes you just feel like you're just talking. Is anybody listening? You're just talking. But you're going to be surprised. I really believe that when they become adults and they're like, "Mom, I remember when you taught me about this. Or I remember when you talked to me about this. Mom, I remember. Mom, I remember when you used to be down there packing up those orders in those boxes." Like, they're going to remember. So, and that is where your peace comes from. Because when you're doing everything and all you can do, that's where your peace comes from. But that's when you can walk around and be happy and be at peace. And it just shows, you know what I'm saying? I'm the child of a situation like that. Trust me, they'll be grateful. That's right. I do wish that after my divorce that I should have let her go to counseling. She was only 3, so I thought she was fine, but it came out later. Yeah, I hear stories like that. And that's why for me, it was imperative, like, that I put my children in therapy right away, because I wanted to feel like I was doing everything I could. I never wanted to look back and say, dang, years later, like, or as an adult, and they're suffering from different things. And you're like, dang, what if I had to put them in therapy? What if I had have done this, So, yeah. Let's see. Let me see. I love y'all too. How did you handle the kids finding out about their others? So I think I talked about this before, which is why I won't mind saying it now. It was a situation where, here's how I will address this. In life, in friendships, in relationships, marriages, people either respect you or they don't, right? They either respect you or they don't respect you. They either respect your wishes, they respect, your emotions, your heart, or they don't. And so sometimes when a person doesn't respect you and has disrespected you, you can't expect that that's going to change. So even whatever requests you may make that you feel will be better for your children or better for your family, that doesn't mean that that's what's going to be honored. So how you handle those situations when they happen is you have to not allow yourself to stay upset or angry about those things. You just have to keep going, keep pushing, and not allow the enemy to win. Because one thing that I know is that sometimes people will do things just to get under your skin, or just to start with you, or just to get you a reaction or a response, just to make you upset, just to mess up your day, right? So even y'all know last week we were able to bless a young lady with $1,250. And when I had the phone conversation with her and she talked about how, Mel, I can be at work having a great day, then he just texts me something crazy out the blue. I said, girl, I know, I've been there. Let me tell you how you handle it. And I gave her some good advice on how to handle it. Because sometimes the enemy literally is just coming in to mess up your day. How it becomes like, how can I mess up this person's day, right? How can I break their soul? How can I break their spirit? And it's not necessarily the person, but it's the spirit in that person. And that's why I always say, when you understand spiritual warfare, you understand that the spirit within that person, what it desires to do, because it sees your light. And one thing that I say, when you walk into a room, you don't tremble. The demons tremble. And my mother said that to me a few months ago. When she called me on the phone because she knew something was going on, she hit me up. And she said, when you walk into a room, you don't tremble, the demons tremble. And I said, ooh, now ain't that a word? And that's the truth. That's the truth, because that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Let me see who else is trying to. It's one person I'm waiting to see who's to request to join my live, and she has not done it yet. Don't make me text her, but I will if I need to. I'm not gonna call her out, but she knows. If she hears me still, she knows I'm talking to her. What do you do for self-care? I rest, I get massages, I go out of town, I do vacations. I just breathe. I love silence because I'm always talking to people and doing stuff. Sometimes I just like silence, and that feels amazing to me. So I see y'all saying who. I'm not gonna call her out, but she knows who. She knows who I'm talking to. She ain't requested to come up in here yet, but I know you still on here because you clearly didn't take your nap, so you might as well go ahead. Oh yeah, I thought so. That's what I thought. See that? That's what I thought. I told y'all she gonna know who I'm talking to. Didn't I tell y'all she was gonna know who I was talking to? She was gonna know who I was talking
What's
to.
What's up, girl?
Hello?
What's up, boo-boo?
What's up? Hey, listen. I knew you was gonna know I was talking to you.
Now I missed the beginning of the live. What were we talking about?
So the beginning of the live, it wasn't nothing too much. I started letting people come on, and a few reporters came on and talked a little bit. Nothing too deep, honestly, at all. We talked about, did they get to watch the show last night? Did they find it, and all of that. So it was cool. But what I was talking to them about right now is just, like spiritual warfare and understanding that you're literally fighting against the spirit within the person, right? And not necessarily that person, and you have to treat it as such when you are in spiritual warfare. And when you're in spiritual warfare, the natural people who don't understand spiritual stuff ain't gonna understand sometimes the things you do or the moves you have to make, because they so far removed from the war that they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I was pointing to right now.
Right now because the position of, a lot of people's finances and a lot of repercussions that people are experiencing due to them not necessarily making the right decisions and seeing the repercussions in a financial aspect. People definitely are going to be experiencing a lot more financial warfare now more than ever.
And because of that, let's talk about you, your particular situation. The same people who said that you had a dark soul, you had a dark spirit, you was this, you were that. God literally made a table before you in the presence of your enemies, and you sat on it in that episode.
I didn't look at it that way.
He made a table for you in the presence of your enemies. You sat right there, and the same people who had all of those negative things to say about you, God made them your footstool. So what's happening right now is that we're going through not only spiritual warfare, but people are going through financial warfare. They picked a side, and now they have to stay on it. So a lot of people that are in your space that are coming back towards you, that want to be around you, is for greed, it's for financial abundance, it's for what they can get out of the situation and not what they can pour into it.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because let's talk about people pouring into other people. Right? You don't, I know for me personally, right? Of course I have my wonderful social media family, and they're always DMing me positive things, all of that. And then of course I have my close select family and friends who are able to pour into me, right? But honestly, sometimes when you look around and you look at maybe people who are wanting things or wanting to pull from you, but they ain't pouring into you,
You had, at the beginning of this process and just throughout life, you've had the innocence of a child in a lot of ways, right? And that's also the shadow over you. You're still in the process of learning who pours into you and who comes in to, take from you. So for a lot of people, they still want you to be in that place. They still want you to be in a place where, you had the innocence of a child, and that they could capitalize off of the innocence of, your innocence. And, it's upsetting them, and they're uncomfortable because they're realizing that they made a vital mistake. And now emotionally, you graduated into a higher level of seniority when it comes to your own personal experiences, your own personal abundance, and saying, no, I'm not really going to allow myself to be taken advantage of anymore. And you're able to see things. They want you to remain blind. And these same people, they need you. They don't want you. They need you. They don't want you, they need you. There's a difference between somebody wanting you and needing you. I would prefer someone to want me than to need me. So there's a need there at the end of the day. So a lot of times when people are in survival mode, they'll eat a steak off of a trash can lid.
A survival mode, gotcha. I feel what you're saying. And somebody on here said they wanted you to talk about forgiveness.
Well, we talk about this, we talk about this a lot. Forgiveness, forgiveness is a tough thing, because forgiveness is a lifetime thing. Forgiveness changes. Forgiveness, one day you can say, okay, I forgive you, and that's what you say, but then they come back in, and then there's another trespass against you, making it difficult for you to forgive the initial trespass. So then they give you more to forgive. So when you sit there and you say, oh, I forgave you, they assume that you're going to keep forgiving them. So forgiveness can be a past, present, and a future thing, but it can also be a lifetime thing, depending on where this person is positioned in your life. So you can't ask me, you can't put me in a position where I forgave and then assume that I'm going to keep on forgiving. It doesn't work like that. Because when you're dealing with narcissistic, sociopathic, mentally, financially, emotionally, and physically unstable people, they're going to assume that if you forgave me once, you're going to keep on doing it. So let me see what else I can get away with, because they don't have forgiveness in their heart. And then that goes back to them seeing your innocence. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She forgave me. He forgave me. They forgave me. But forgiveness also can come with closure, closing off and locking off that energy that you once forgave. You don't.
Okay. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
And let me tell you something.
What I'm gonna ask.
Nobody on this earth walks on water. Nobody says that you have to forgive. So don't beat yourself up for not forgiving in the present moment, because forgiveness is past, present, and future. Forgiveness is a lifetime thing. You don't have to forgive somebody. It is not mandatory for you for you to forgive. And on top of that, somebody can't tell you how mad to get. You can't tell me that I have to forgive because that's the word and the feeling and the energy that came upon you. I may not feel that way. I don't want to forgive you right now. Better late than never. I can forgive you. You know, a lot of people expect people to forgive them when they're on their deathbed. They want to come and say, oh yeah, I caused all this destruction in your life. Oh, I did all of these things. Forgive me before I leave this earth. I may forgive you next time.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Go ahead. I've heard stuff like that. Wild as hell. Then when they're on their deathbed, they want to call everybody and ask them to forgive.
Yeah, you don't get to do that. I don't want to forgive you today. And I may not want to forgive you tomorrow. And that's my human experience because I'm a human being.
Right.
My mind, body, and spirit may not be aligned in appeasing your energy and making you feel comfortable when I had to be uncomfortable.
So when you had to be uncomfortable, now I gotta forgive you while you're on your deathbed so you can be comfortable and die comfortably. Now that's something right there. Now, I ain't never thought about that. Now
everybody think I'm dumb.
Yeah, no, this is not Dawn Michelle time.
But yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, why do I have to make you comfortable when I've been uncomfortable? I'm a human having a human experience, and I don't forgive you today. And I may not forgive you tomorrow because I don't know what else you're going to do. Maybe I want to forgive you all at one time if you stop doing things.
Yeah.
Forgiveness takes a lot of energy because you have to wipe the slate clean, and then they keep dirtying up the table. You got to wipe it again. Dirtying up the table, wipe it again. A table is meant to have things placed on it. A table is meant to carry things on its back. So you don't have to keep on carrying somebody else's emotional burden and obligating yourself to forgiving them. Sometimes we just need to sit back and see how much they want you to forgive.
Right. Somebody said they're in tears. They said, love this.
How much do you want me to forgive?
So many.
That's the question.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a cookie cutter response a lot of times where we hear people say, oh, forgive. You got to forgive. And, forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other person, baby. You got to forgive. But like you said, you don't know what all that person has done or put that person through to tell them or if that person, like you said, keeps trespassing against them. Because like you said, I could have forgiven you in the past, but then you do something today that's stupid, right? And it's like, it stir all that back up again,
So, and you have to remember you're a human being. Just Listen, just because you iconic, just because you the iconic Melody Shari, does not mean that you are still not having a human, flawed experience walking this earth.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
you know, people just need, you know, people in general need to be easy on themselves, and they need to forgive themselves. A lot of times, stop worrying about forgiving somebody else and start forgiving yourself.
Oh, I know that's right. Forget, girl. Hallelujah. Yes, girl. Lord Jesus. Because let me tell you, I had to forgive myself, okay, for not loving myself enough. I'm going to try not to cry, but this is so real. And I hear so many women in my DMs going through things, talking about stuff. But let me tell you, you have to forgive yourself for not respecting yourself enough, not loving yourself enough, not caring about yourself enough, not having dignity, enough dignity to stand up for yourself.
Like, keep your dignity at all times. Let your dignity outweigh your fear. Let your dignity outweigh your fear.
Yes. Ooh, I definitely had to go through that. I had to go through that, because you will be like, what in the hell did I even, Why did I give this person this many chances to step on me? Why did I even, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to forgive yourself first before you can ever forgive anybody else. Period.
Yep.
Point blank. So at the end of the day, when they want to say, oh, you holding a grudge, you holding on to this, you holding on to that, you doing this, you doing that, you tell them, no, I'm having my human experience. And maybe I haven't forgiven myself, so you last on the list.
Oh, child, where's the collection plate, honey? Say it one more time. Jay, girl, I can't.
I'm not holding a grudge against you. I'm having a human experience. And who are you to tell me what my human experience is?
We are so judgmental. We are so judgmental.
You may be on the list of people that I have to forgive. I know I got to work through my list of forgiveness. And I should always be at the top of that. So maybe my grudge might be, you know what I'm saying? You might be 7th on the grudge list. You might be 7th on the human experience list. You might be 7th or 8th or 9th or 10th. I get to you when I finish having my own experience.
Yeah.
Forgive me for not putting you above me.
This is changing my heart. Somebody said, say it louder for the people in the back. Let the church say amen. That's what they say over here.
Playtime is over. Playtime is over, because one thing about it, if God doesn't make an example out of you in one way, he's going to make an example out of you in all ways. And one thing about it is that we all are being shown in some way. We're all being humbled in some way.
Right.
Humble yourself before you try to humble others. Humble yourself before you try to humble others. And the more people try to keep their foot on your neck, and the more people try to get you underneath their thumb and try to continue to cause disruption and try to continue to cause you mental anguish and continue to try to do things to you, they're going to continue to see it in their life in a financial aspect. Because where we are right now is where finances and everything of that nature is changing.
Girl, I can't. I'm sorry. That was good till you said of that nature. Now you know good and well. We can't be doing things of that nature. I was talking to my photographer one day on the phone. photographers I use sometimes, child. We was on the phone talking, and he kept saying, and things of that nature, and things.
You
I was like, child, I said,
you
look,
already
I'm
know.
sorry.
But you already know I was trying to be ding ding We are not playing. Okay, God bless you on your financial journey, honey, because you're gonna be right down the road. I'll talk to you later. No, not you, but I'm just saying in general. I will talk to you later.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Playtime is over. Stop playing with Mel now.
Yeah. It's so crazy because I look at my situation, and the thing is, it's unique to me, but it's not unique. You know what I'm saying? It's unique to me because nobody's situation is exactly the same, but there are so many people who have dealt with similar things, right? That are similar enough to where you can get each other and you understand each other and you feel you can empathize, And even, you know what I'm saying, like when we talk sometimes, just like certain situations, just where sometimes people just off the chain. They just off the chain sometimes. They just off the chain sometimes, and I try to stay focused.
And that's one thing you're going to do is stay focused.
Absolutely. And mind my business and get to a point where you demand, you know what I mean? Where you demand respect. You ain't got to like me. You ain't got to nothing, but you deserve to.
We're going to see a whole lot of these, these people that tried to cause you harm. How do I want to say this? They ain't gonna have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out in.
Well, God,
that's the way you they ain't gonna have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of because you gave them a platform to do whatever it is that they needed to do, and you're not obligated to continue to be anybody's training wheels. You gave them a platform to do what they needed to do, and if you didn't take off, then that's on you. But you don't have to come and attack me. You don't have to come in and continue to cause me issues and try to, bring me down with you. It's a crab in a barrel mentality. And that's the problem. Yeah. Go get your own barrel and get out of mine.
Yeah.
It's a lot of anger.
That's right now.
A lot of anger and a lot of envy, jealousy, and ongoing disruptions. Something to do.
Yeah, and we talk. Sometimes people get so used to chaos that that's all they know is chaos, and so that has been big for me too. And I think that's one of the reasons I do spend so much time by myself too, is because I don't really want to be a part of no chaos.
Because remember, you started sleeping and getting you some rest and really sleeping through the night and just enjoying life because you didn't have to walk on eggshells and be in a place of anxiety, constant anxiety every day. Like, what's going to happen next? Oh, my God.
Yeah. And now I'm not going to say too much about it because they'll have to, continue watching the show as it goes on. But, now I've got this other health thing going on. And I hope, you know what I'm saying, that as I share that and share my story, share that process, that people understand how important it is to not allow people to get to you, not allow people in your space. Like if you have to cut people off, that's what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's your life, it's your life.
Wait a minute. Listen to that. Hold on, listen. That's peace. That's peace. That's peace and quiet. That's what that is. Peace and quiet.
That's true. Child, that is true. Okay.
Look. You was looking like, what?
What?
That's peace.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, God is good. I'm glad you came on today. I know you poured into they laugh and you poured into a lot of people. And like you said before, for
And
every
ain't that a
demon, 5
fact?
blessings. Now that is a fact though. I ain't even gonna lie. That is a fact. So thank you. I'm gonna text you in a minute. I'm not gonna be on
I'll
here
holler at you,
long.
Braid. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, I'm finna call you in a minute. Okay, bye-bye. Let me see. Somebody said I was listening hard. I was too. I was like, what? I was waiting. So anyway, I love y'all too. I love y'all too. When is she coming back? She gave a word. Y'all go follow her. Go follow her. I don't even have the TV on. Yes, peace is amazing. Yes, it is. Mel, the way you paused, she wrong. No, she wasn't wrong. She got us at the end for sure. For sure. So anyway, that somebody said I was taking notes. I know that's right. That's it for the Sunday service over here today. Hopefully y'all pass the collection plate. You can do so. You can do so by either purchasing a badge on this Instagram live. You can purchase a badge if you got a word today. You can purchase a badge. Or you can go over there to 7thAvenueBeauty.net, which is pinned, and purchase some product, okay? Sugar Mama's products are 25% off using the code LEGACY. So you can go do that. Today is the last day. So you can go do that. But no, for real. Y'all know I'm joking around, but I am, but I ain't. But anyway, for real, I hope y'all have a great somebody said I missed a live. Oh, girl, I'm sure somebody was screen recording, honey, and it's gonna be right over there on YouTube. Just give it a little bit of time, baby. You know how they do now. You already know how they do. But anyway, she gave me confirmation on how I've been moving. Mm-hmm. So I love y'all. Happy Sunday. Thank y'all. I see your DMV therapist bought a badge. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sunnier 43. Sunnier 43 bought a badge. Thank you so much. Got my 7th Avenue yesterday. Yes. Tiny 12 bought a badge. Thank you. I see y'all. Appreciate it. So enjoy y'all's day. What's up, Millimeter fan page over there in the house? Hello. I'm somebody's birthday twin, 11/11. You better know about it. But I love y'all so much. Podcast will be amazing. I ain't got time to do no podcast right now. I promise I don't. You never know what the future holds, but I don't have time right now. But I love y'all. Happy Sunday. Have a great day. And let some of the stuff that has been said fall on, softened hearts, softened minds, so you can receive. Moek knows best, bought a badge. Thank you. All right. So, good day. I was about to say good night. It ain't night, but so good day. Talk to y'all next time. I'm talking